A ship is always safe in the shore, but is it what it is meant for? So leave your shore, get into the ocean, face the troubles of life, and one day you will be successful. Hi everybody, welcome to this amazing session of current affairs with me Yagyasani Patra. A session re first we will discuss the yesterday's current affair question. Atapare ajiro most important current affair question we will start discussing. First question thila Chernobyl. Chernobyl is the nuclear power plant in Ukraine. 1986 was the year of this devastating incident where there was a nuclear blast which affected thousands of people directly and millions of people indirectly. Even today this zone is a radioactive zone. Second question thila about the Battle of Saraighat. Battle of Saraighat was fought in the year 1671. Gote side re Ahoms thile aur gote side re thile Mughals. So Aurangzeb was representing from the Mughals and the Ahom from Assam were actually led by Lachit Borphukan, who is a very important freedom fighter of the India. In fact, every year National Defence Academy re jo best performance thanti tangote gold medal milta hai in the name of Lachit Borphukan. And Mughals were not only defeated once in the hand of the Ahoms, Mughals were defeated 17 times by the Ahoms in India. Apart from that, ahuri kichi battle ହେଇଛି ଏଠି ଯେମିତି କି battle of Alaboy. Similarly, near Brahmaputra, various other battles were fought. Third question thila. Okay, another important thing that I should say you, 1999 ru this gold medal is being given by the National Defence Academy, and Ahom was a 13th century big tribe of India. दीटा ही ट्राइब अछंती जोटा कि काफी बड़ स्केल रे थिले. गोटे थिले सेंट्रल इंडिया रो गॉन्ड्स और गोटे थिले नॉर्थ ईस्ट रो अहोम्स. So Ahoms were a tribe in Assam. You can find 13th century pakapaki. Ahom tribe was led by Cholum Sukhapa, who is the founder of the Ahom Empire. Next question thila. Global Environment Outlook is published by which organization? So the organization is United Nations Environment Assembly, hosted by the United Nations Environment Program, jar headquarter hochi Nairobi in Kenya. And please remember, Global Environment Outlook report every 2 years published होता है. So this is biennial in nature. Question number 4 thila. As you know, for the women, there is a POSH Act, Prevention of Sexual Harassment in the Workplace. But before this, Vishaka guidelines was very important, and guidelines for hearing of the cases related to women related crimes. My question was Vishaka guidelines kebe issue hitla. So the correct answer is 1997. Next question thila. The Delhi headquarter of Security Printing and Minting Corporation of India, so yaku prohibited place declare kara jaichi under the British Official Secrets Act by the Ministry of Home Affairs. My question was Security Printing and Minting Corporation of India को ministry under ए operate करे थे. So this is Department of Economic Affairs under the Ministry of Finance, which is the same department which prepares the budget every year. Then next question thila Vyanjan Dwadashi को state रे observe होता है. The correct answer is in Odisha. Vyanjan Dwadashi observe होता है. Next question thila about a group shadow brokers, Eternal Blue, WannaCry, then Equation Group. What are all these? These are the group of hackers, and 40 to 50% of Indian companies have reported कि तांका ऊपर hacking रो attempt करा जायछि. So hacking, and you must know कि याको actually technical words रे कौन कौन थी. So dark web, deep web. So the total amount of internet that we are reacting with is nothing before the actual amount of content which is there on the internet. Okay, so the total amount, that the total data which is there in the internet which we cannot see, ताको deep web कहते. And as you know, more the internet, there is more chances of hacking and illegal ways of extorting data या phishing, WannaCry, ransomware, ये सब होता है. Adwares are getting installed. So this thing is called as the dark web. Okay, illegal things is called as dark web. Deep web money. So internet is a huge ocean of information. We only know very small part of it. Then the next question was about the Angadiya parallel banking system. My question was Angadiya parallel banking system को states भीतर operate करे. As you know, Reserve Bank of India regulates the banking sector of India. But apart from this there is a parallel banking system jaku angadiya कहते. So in the areas of Gujarat, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, the jewelry group, generally Marathi, and between these groups this parallel banking system works, and एथिरे trust basis रे ही सब जाक काम होता है. Next question I asked कि Black Sea भितरे को river dump करूची. So we have Danube river, the Dnieper river, Don river, and various other small rivers which are dumping into the Black Sea. Next question थिला about Panruti cashews. So Panruti cashews जहाँ पे request आस्ची GI tag को include करेबा पाई. So Panruti cashews are found in Tamil Nadu. These are small cashews found in Tamil Nadu. Please remember. Then next question I was asking कि national financial switch, it is an interconnection or it is a network of dash. National financial switch is an interconnection of the ATMs in the country. Next question होची fleet review. Fleet review केते वर्ष रे थरे प्रेसिडेंट करितांती या हेड ऑफ स्टेट करितांती. सो द करेक्ट आंसर इज वंस इन अ टेन्योर. सो प्रेसिडेंट कर टेन्योर होची 5 वर्ष. से 5 वर्ष भितर थरे फ्लीट रिव्यू करा जिवो. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन थिला रिगार्डिंग द टू पोर्ट्स ऑफ यूक्रेन व्हिच इज बीइंग डेवलप्ड बाय यूके. सो ब्रिटेन यूक्रेन भितरे दीटा पोर्ट को डेवलप करथिले. गोटे थिला ओछाकिव पोर्ट which is present in Black Sea. Another one is the Berdansk port which is present in the Sea of Azov. And since UK was developing this port and these two ports are located near Russia, which led to increasing tensions between Russia and Ukraine. Next question thila India's first conservation Dugong Reserve is going to come up in Park Bay which is in Tamil Nadu. My question was Dugong ra IUCN status कौन है? So the correct answer is it is vulnerable. Then these were the questions of yesterday. Now let us discuss certain important current affairs of today. So friends, my first question is Shane Warne. He was a cricketer. Recently he died. He was a right arm leg spinner and an amazing bowler. He represented Rajasthan Royals also in the IPL. You have to say Shane Warne was a cricketer from which country. Second question होची National Safety Day is observed on which date? On the same date National Security Day is also observed. This year 2022 the National Safety Day has the theme of Nurture Young Minds, Develop Safety Culture. So you have to tell me National Safety Day every year केबे observe होता है. Then the third question is who is the current National Security Advisor to the Prime Minister of India? Question number 4. So in the last class we discussed about the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. Now you have to tell me that Zaporizhia nuclear power plant ये को country रे रही छे. Zaporizhia nuclear power plant. So regarding this you must have heard about no-fly zone. So recently Ukraine has requested the western countries that Ukraine उपरे no-fly zone declare कर दिया जाओ. एमती कले कौन होगा? So Russia और Ukraine भितरे जो conflict चले जे right now, Ukraine is requesting, in fact it is requesting the public of the West that if they do not want nuclear war to come up, if they want to be saved from nuclear aggression, then they must request their government to install no-fly zone in Ukraine. Now what will be the repercussions? So जदि NATO द्वारा यूक्रेन उपरे नो फ्लाई जोन को डिक्लेयर करा जाउची, so it does not mean कि just no fly zone डिक्लेयर हो जिवो. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो नो फ्लाई जोन कौन थाए? नो फ्लाई जोन माने गोटे अलगा कंट्री रे गोटे रीजन को आपण नो फ्लाई जोन कहउचंती. दैट मीन्स ओवर दैट नो fighter planes, commercial aeroplanes, they should not be running. And if they are running despite given no fly zone information जदि से रन करूचे ताहले the country which has given the no fly zone direction will attack. So suppose Ukraine upre NATO is giving no fly zone, that means जदि Russia रो aircraft या you can say military aircraft is found over that zone of Ukraine ताहले NATO will be attacking the Russian planes. So for this NATO has to install not only no fly zone NATO को सेठी radar system, electronic surveillance system, tanks, everything has to be deployed in Ukraine. And NATO is in Ukraine ro soil ko chue nahi. That you also know, we also know. Now you see, why is NATO not wanting to declare a no-fly zone in Ukraine? The simple thing is that कि if NATO is declaring no-fly zone और रशिया जदि declare हवा परे भी रशिया जदि military aircraft ता ऊपर उड़ोचे, what will happen here? NATO will fire on Russia's aircraft. The result will be war strategy between a larger area. So एजाइन जो war Russia और Ukraine भितरे limited अच्छी, that will take place even in the Europe, and NATO will also get involved here, which NATO does not want. Okay, so that is why NATO is rejecting the request of Ukraine to declare some areas of Ukraine as a no-fly zone. I hope it is clear. And second thing हो कि no-fly zone, is it for the first time that Ukraine is requesting या आगरो के भी no-fly zone declare करा जाए in the world? So see, no-fly zone was declared many a times. When Iraq was facing the Gulf War 1991, during that time no-fly zone declare hitla. Apart from that, civil war in Bosnia, Herzegovina, Libya, ए सबो जगह no-fly zone agro declare है सारी चीज. Then question number 5 होचे about FATF. So you know, United Arab Emirates UAE has been recently included in the FATF, Financial Action Task Force, in the grey list. So you have to tell me where is the headquarter of FATF, and FATF was founded in which year? Please remember, FATF is a intergovernmental organization. ये कौन सी NGO नहीं? It is intergovernmental organization which fights money laundering, terror financing and checks for the proliferation of these activities in the countries. So जेमती पाकिस्तान grey list रहे सेमती UAE को भी grey list रे रखा जाए. It was, you have to tell me, it was founded in which year? And here a headquarter कोट है, and it was actually founded by the G7 countries, please remember. Then next question is, what do we call this list jara official name ho je other monitored jurisdiction? What is the unofficial या common name for that? Then अच्छा, next thing हो कि जदि गोटे country को grey list रे suppose रखी दिया जाउची, what are the repercussions? What happens by this? So when a country is mentioned in the grey list, so international rating agency जेमती कि S&P, Fitch, Moody, they downgrade the ratings of the economic sector for that country. So जो foreign investment से country को जिबा को थिबा से सब foreign investment अटके जिबा, तारो competitiveness, competitive advantages will be reduced, and many more repercussions can be expected here. So I hope FATF ro ye part clear achi. Try to give the answers to the questions that I asked in the comments. I will answer it in the next class. Question number 7 hoche. So you know that we are going through a climate change. Land ro jo availability अच्छे से कमी चलची, population बढ़ी चलची, and apart from that degradation, drought ए सब circumstances बढ़ोची. In this era, it is very much required to grow crops jahar maturity time less maturity time. They should be drought resistant, they should be diseases resistant. So the Department of Biotechnology and the National Bureau of Plant Genetic Resources in Delhi, they have created gene bank and they are researching on certain crops जोटा कि disease resistant थिबे, drought resistant थिबे. So total एतिरे 8टा rice crop, 4टा wheat crop, 2टा maize crop ऊपर research चलछे, and already 6 crops have been rolled out to the farmers of India. My question is, these varieties जार ना होची PB 1847, PB 1885, PB 1886. These are the varieties of what? This you have to tell me. Okay. तापरे next very very important है कि army side को जब India रो army side को. So as you know, recently CAPF रो modernization phase 3 has been declared. So what is the CAPF? CAPF माने Central Armed Police Forces. So CAPF is a group of 7 such entities, namely CRPF, ITBP, CISF, BSF, SSB, NSG, SPG, 7 ग्रुप्स थांती तो 7 ग्रुप्स रो अलग अलग फंक्शनालिटीज थाए बेसिकली यार टोटल फंक्शन होची जदि इंडिया भितर किछि इंटरनल थ्रेट आसुचे ताल ताको काउंटर करा जिवो वाया CAPF. नाउ यू सी जेमती अपन को BSF, ITBP, SSB, these three have the work of guarding the border areas. Similarly जेमती हमरो किछिटा PSUs अछि सेल, भेल, गेल, सो जोटी भी एई सब एस्टैब्लिशमेंट थाए their army is sent which is called as CISF which looks after the security for the government establishments, that is CISF. Similarly CRPF, NSG यांकर function कौन था Naxalism, anti-terror terror outfits, so to wage a war against them and to counter the Naxalwad and terror outfits inside the country. तारो काम होता है CRPF, NSG रो. So my question is CAPF is regulated, yeah, this new modernization 3 phase will be regulated under which ministry? Okay, so question number 8 is done. Tapre question number 9 you see women. So according to this report AISHE mane All India Survey on Higher Education, 43% of the STEM graduated women, okay, STEM graduated women, I will tell after some time. So according to the AISHE All India Survey on Higher Education, 43% of the STEM graduated students are women, while only 14% are in the job sector. Okay, so this is highly a matter of concern कि women जे पढ़ंती तो बट से माने जॉब सेक्टर या लेबर सेक्टर रे कंट्रीब्यूट करंती नी, इकोनॉमी रे कंट्रीब्यूट करंती नी, एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट this entire 49.5% of the women population जो माने educated है पारे पे and they can even contribute to the nation on the equal footing, that they are not able to do this. So why is it? And my question for this segment is, what is STEM? STEM ro full form कौन था? Okay, so that is what you have to tell me. So recently Yuva, which is a part of UNICEF, they have launched financial literacy for young women under the STEM framework. तापरे AISHE report द्वारा जहाँ publish है 43% of the STEM graduates are there. 43% of the graduates of STEM are women, but only 14% find themselves in the labor sector. Apart from that, please remember that for including the women in the scientific education, technological education, there are certain schemes, जमते कि किरण, सर्ब पावर, विज्ञान ज्योति, etc. Last question of the day होची, where is the UNICEF headquarters, friends? So try to answer all these 10 questions in the comments. In the next video, I will be giving you the solution. Hope you like this session. Thank you so much. Please share this session with your friends, and God bless you all.